everyone. My name is Kelli Connor. I am a boudoir photographer and educator located in Manchester, New Hampshire. And I'm going to talk to you today about a 90-second fix for boudoir photography for posing your boudoir clients. Many clients, especially boudoir focused, feel awkward or vulnerable in front of the camera, and that is totally normal, and it's something that all photographers deal with when you're working with clients, whether they have been in front of your camera one time or 100 times. So with 3 simple adjustments, we can get any client to look relaxed, confident, and just stunning in their images. First, we're going to focus on creating triangles. We're going to talk about shifting weight, and we're going to talk about angling shoulders. The problem with awkward boudoir posing is that most clients don't know how to pose, especially in a boudoir setting where they might feel self-conscious. And so while boudoir photography aims to capture confidence and sensuality and authenticity, without proper guidance, poses can look stiff or forced, which leads them to looking very posed and awkward. I'm going to make a promise to you guys that with these 3 adjustments, you're not only going to improve the look of your photos, but you're going to help your clients feel more at ease and more confident in front of the camera. Let's talk about the triangle method. So step 1 is creating dynamic body shapes, okay? And this is a very classic way of posing, but it's a really easy way for you to be able to visualize what is working and maybe what is not working in a pose and how to fix it, all right? So triangles are crucial. They create visual interest, they create flattering angles, and we're going to create a lot of shape with our clients using the triangle method. A boudoir specific tip is to encourage your clients to create soft triangles by bending arms and legs. An example of that might be an arm that is bent overhead or a hand resting softly near the face or hair. We might have one leg bent at the knee when you're laying down to create curve and to enhance the hip shape, to create more of that hourglass shape. Triangles add natural asymmetry, which makes the body less rigid looking and more relaxed. And it's also going to help lead the eye through the photo to make your photos more interesting. The next thing we're going to talk about is shifting weight. So creating curves and creating relaxed posture. When we shift weight with a client, it's going to add curves and break up any stiffness in a pose. And this is a very key aspect of boudoir photography. So we might have our client shift weight onto one hip if they're laying down or one leg if they're standing up, which is going to help create and accentuate the natural curves of the body. Boudoir specific posing for that might be to have a client put most of their weight on their back leg and to pop the other hip. If the client is sitting down, we might have the client shift onto one hip and to let the other leg just rest softly to create a more visually pleasing line through the body, through the pose, through the torso. These little adjustments bring a softer, natural vibe to the pose, which can give more of that caught in the moment, candid, voyeuristic look. The other really important topic that is often overlooked with posing is shoulders. All right. Whether we are angling the shoulders or getting the shoulders to relax, the shoulders are really important when it comes to how comfortable somebody really looks in a pose. One thing that we might do is we might direct shoulders slightly away from the camera, never square onto the lens. And this is going to help with a slimming effect. It's also going to help accentuate, again, more curves of the body for less of that straight on deer in headlights, boxy look. For boudoir, when we angle the shoulders away from the camera, we can make things look more delicate and softer and more curved. So you might ask your client to turn their shoulders slightly or to look back over one shoulder, which can add a little bit of a hint of mystery, a little elegance. It can add, a little sass. When your clients are reclining, if they're like leaning back on a chaise or a chair or a bed or a couch or the floor or whatever, you can have one shoulder closer to the camera to enhance the curve of the waist and the hip as they're leaning back. When reclining, you might have your client, shift their hips, shift their weight, turn their shoulders, and just try to create more twists and turns of the body. A 45-degree angle of the shoulders can add a little bit of subtlety to images. Just that little pop can make things change from frame to frame as you're trying to create variety with your clients as well. To bring it all together, we're talking about creating triangles with the arms, with the legs, the hands, the feet. We're talking about shifting weight from one hip to the other, or shifting weight from leg to leg if they're standing. We're talking about the shoulder angles to make clients look a little bit more natural and a little bit more at ease. I encourage you guys to incorporate these steps into your posing flow and adapt each of these things for your client's specific body type, their flexibility levels, the types of images that they're going for. And it's also just really important that we are reassuring our clients that these adjustments are slight, they're natural, they're to help them make them feel more comfortable, more confident. And we're just going to loosen up our posing a little bit and help everything look just a little bit more natural and a little less rigid. Give these steps a try. Let me know what you think. All right. I'd love to get any feedback that you might have or any results that you get from just these like teeny tiny little micro tips that I've provided for you today. Make sure you tag me in your work or DM me if these tips helped transform your work at all. And stay tuned because I have so many more in-depth posing tips for you guys coming in future episodes. So make sure you subscribe and I will talk to you soon.